What's up, you guys? I just made a video a couple of days ago called Celebrities Are Broke. Now, Dawn is saying she's doing this by choice. She's choosing to do this. She's not forced to do this. But I'm not sure about that because I don't think anybody choose to live in their car. I don't know. You tell me. She says by choice, but she's been in her car for 3 years. A whole celebrity, big group. These girls was in soundtracks. You can't mess with En Vogue vocals. And she's living in her car. I tell y'all, it's these contracts they be signing. They be playing with people money. Go look at my videos, Celebrities Are Broke. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Because we back to this. Here we go again. But let's get right into these videos and see what's going on.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA. I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable. I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people, I can do that. I can do this, I think. And I ended up in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years. I think I'm going to go and sleep in my car. I think I'm going to live in my car. I've been researching it, and I know I can do this. And she's like, yeah, you can. She was gung-ho, and I was like, okay. So I went up to Malibu. You know, Malibu is the place where you can take Highway 1 all the way from New York, literally. And it's kind of the place where everybody stops along the way when they're coming from the East Coast and they're heading west, to California, to make their dreams come true, to start a new life. Guys, this is not like, oh my God, poor Dawn. She's living in her car and it's terrible. Oh, what was me? It's not that. It's not like I said, I'm learning about who I am. I'm learning myself as a person, as a woman. And I didn't think if you would have said to me while I was in En Vogue, you're going to be living in your car one day, I'd be like, huh? No, I'm always going to have an apartment. I can't live in my car. How can I do that? I won't be able to live in my car. We say that we can't do certain things before we even know we're capable. Nisa keeps telling me that when people find out, when the fans hear that you're living in your car, they're going to be so proud of you, because I am documenting this whole adventure. It's an adventure, you guys. It's a journey, and I've been documenting it and filming myself doing certain things.
Dawn Robinson from En Vogue. A lot of you guys don't know who Dawn Robinson is from En Vogue. They came out years ago, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. They was popping. And I'm going to tell you, them women was fine, 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 fine. This is a perfect example of looks will get you there, but it will not keep you there. This woman says that she's been staying with her mom, but apparently some things was happening while she was staying with her mom to where her mom constantly took her anger out on her or whatever the case was. She ended up moving to LA with one of her ex-managers who claimed that he had enough room for her to stay at his place. So Dawn Robinson said when she got there, it turns out that he did not have enough room for her to stay at his place, but he put her up in a hotel. Mind you, the ex-manager's rent or mortgage was $1,700 a month. Her hotel she stayed at for 8 months was in excess of about $3,000 a month. So I'm not for sure. People make it seem like that the ex-manager kept her in a hotel instead of getting her apartment because he didn't want her to do better for herself. He wanted to hold her down. I don't think so. Because the ex-manager had he had a right to say, no, I'm not helping you. Yes, I'm going to help you. Maybe he just said he had enough space for you to come down because he really genuinely wanted to really genuinely help you out. But it breaks my heart to see so many celebrities out here flexing up right now as if life is not going to life them, as if life is not going to come at them. Life is real, man. Flexing for these cameras now, flexing for a bunch of strangers that you don't know, throwing it in their face of how much money that you made off them, and then years later, you find yourself homeless or living with one of your parents. This breaks my heart. She was, for the last 3 years, Dawn Robinson, she broke her silence. She came out publicly, right on the public platform, and admitted for the last 3 years that she was sleeping in her car, how scared she was, how she had to learn how to put stuff up over her car window so people couldn't see her. She had to find places that she knew it was safe to park at for her to sleep, especially being a woman, a single woman out there, not knowing the things that could happen to her. For me, I think that it was really, really hard for her to come out and admit this. But what really baffles me is what happened to all the money. Why is your ex-manager living in a house and he's able to pay $1,700 a month for, but yet you have to sleep in your car? Where is the rest of the crew at? Where are your other singers that you used to sing with? How could something like this possibly happen? It really breaks my heart, again, like I said, to see famous people that you know well and still play their music right now to this day, just to find out that they've been living in their car for the last 3 years. That is really, really sad. It's heartbreaking. She kept it to herself all these years. She said that she was careful with the people that she spoke with or spoke to on a day-to-day basis. She said that she was very careful of her surroundings when she went place because people would know who she is. She said right out of her mouth, right in the video, that I'm a celebrity. And there is nothing worse than admitting that you're a celebrity and sleeping in your car. That right there had to be one of the hardest things that she probably had to endure. Don't get me wrong, there's homeless people sleeping in their cars every day. If you homeless and you have a car to sleep in, you're actually blessed. You got people that's homeless that don't have nothing to sleep in but a bridge or a cardboard box. But to be a celebrity on this type of level and to find out that you're sleeping in your car is really, really sad.
Right. That's why I keep telling y'all. At least if you homeless and you got a car, you blessed. Cause there's a lot of homeless people that's on the curb and on the bench, and don't nobody want to go through all that. But like I said, it's money mismanagement is sad. Like it's no way. Man, back when that lady was singing, houses was cheap as hell. You could have had you a $200,000 house that was like regular price, paid for, cash, $0 owed, and the only thing you've been paying was taxes every year. Don't tell me you couldn't do that. It got to be something seriously wrong. Ain't no way in the hell. Was you just saying that I'm rich, I'm supposed to be in a mansion? What in the hell? And then tattletale signs. You just said that the manager was paying $3K for your hotel. Oh, you was living in a bougie hotel. See, nah. Because at the end of the day, the regular extended stay is not $3K a month. Now let's just say that. So y'all was messing up money in the hotel, $3K a month. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I know extended stays be like 300, something like that a week. Maybe five. Even if it was five, that's two. Where you staying at? That was 3. Dang, I got some expensive hotels. I don't know, but it they play with their money. They sign them up them fraudulent contracts where they taking majority of their bread. You see, the manager still got a home paying 17 a month. He's straight, but he ain't got on stage and sung a thing. That's how they do people. And it's very unfortunate because it's sad. Like he said, don't nobody want to see her in no situation like that. I don't want to see nobody famous in a situation like that. I just don't. But at the end of the day, this is crazy. And I just made a video about it. What the hell happened? Celebrities be wasting their money on nonsense. Let's be for real. Let's not lie. Let's not pretend. Sometimes celebrities be making some crazy decisions and they be spending their money on bullshit because there's no way that you wouldn't have had a house paid for, lady. And then it's just you. You could have got you a little basic 3-bedroom. Boop. Paid that mortgage off. Boop. Got me a house. So let me just pay the in her prime, she could have said, let me just pay the taxes on this every year, and then I'm gonna move in the mansion. And when my money don't act right or it act funny, I move back in the house that I bought. Man, come on. I know y'all ain't got the brains like this. How? How? Because celebrities piss you off too. Because like, you made it. You got all the way to the top and did well, and you fucked it up. Are you serious? It's no way. How y'all get the money and mess everything up? Like, folks wish they got into that position where somebody throwing them thousands and hundreds of dollars in a check. You gotta try your best not to screw that up unless you just living in la la land in your brain. Like, gotta be. It's no way this is happening. But it is. Let's keep going.
Somebody said her choice or limited options to be in the car. I saw somebody send a message and say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Y'all, having an assistant is not something that you should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant. And when she said that, I said, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. It changed my whole vibe of what I was watching because ain't no damn way she got an assistant. And she ain't got no money. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. Yeah, Mr. Watson, when you ain't got no money and you out here just doing what you got to do, you do by yourself. You moving around by yourself. Ain't nobody getting ready to sit up under you and just kick it for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it might be some people that will stick there for a little bit, but 3 years, ain't no 3 years of an assistant staying around. They ain't getting no money. If you ain't got no money, how they gonna help you? I mean, how, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no money to pay them.
Yeah.
It don't even make sense, right? It don't make sense. So I'm just trying to make sure everybody pays attention to the whole scope of this story because that's what I heard, and that made me think. Wait a minute, she got an assistant. I don't know if she, I don't know if she broke. She might not have all the money that she want in the world, but she definitely is not broke. Saying she got an assistant.
You guys, for the past
Did y'all see that video with Dawn Robinson, former lead singer of En Vogue? Hold on to your love. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Y'all remember, right? Hot group. Late 80s, early 90s. En Vogue. Living in her car for the last 3 years. Homeless. Homeless. Then you wonder why, like, today's musicians are like, nope, I want my publishing. I want my digital streams. I want everything. They be fighting for it. Fighting for it. It's a shame some of our icons, some of the artists of the 80s and 90s who made all that good music, and we were buying actual CDs and vinyls, actually buying them. Y'all remember New Release Tuesday? You'd go to the local record store, or the Target, and you would actually get the CDs, and they were moving millions of units for the hot groups, the Biggies, the Tupacs, the En Vogues, the Salt and Pepper, Nice and Smooth, all those artists, Eric B. and Rakim, and they got none of that. I saw Mr. Cheeks. You remember him, right? He was on a video talking about, I don't know, I think he was talking about Snoop Dogg doing the Trump thing. And he was like, it was like horsey voice. He was like, could barely talk. And he was just like, well, I ain't got money like y'all got. And he was one of the hottest rappers in the 90s. Used to love those guys, man. None of those rappers got any money. Like, I wonder, where's Eric Sermon? I hope Eric Sermon got some money. EPMD. I used to buy their stuff like, man. I just think because every Tuesday I was buying 2-3 albums. Every Tuesday. CDs came, I was buying cassettes or CDs or albums, whatever the mode was. And those artists don't have any dough right now. Most of them. Dawn Robinson, En Vogue. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. She never got it. She never got it. Homeless, living out her car. That's crazy.
Success in the music industry doesn't always mean long-term security, and Dawn Robinson's story is proof of that. The former En Vogue singer recently revealed that she's been homeless for nearly 3 years, shocking fans and raising questions about how the industry treats its artists. From selling millions of records to facing financial struggles, Dawn's journey exposes the harsh reality of fame. So how did it come to this? And what can be done to protect artists after the spotlight fades? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
What can be done is it's no way in the hell celebrities ain't looking at stuff that already happened to other celebrities. Like, didn't you see what happened to such and such? Hell no, they ain't gonna be me. That's what the normal brain thinks. So I don't know. This is crazy. My heart goes out to her because that's heartbreaking. I don't want to see anybody outside. That's a female. That's a black woman. And that is a celebrity. We loved her music. We love the whole group. With celebrities, we buy their music because we like their art. We want them to do good. We want them to keep making music. We don't want them to go out like this. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments about this situation, man. Because y'all got to, celebrities, look, if you so happen to click on my video, y'all got to watch y'all bread. Everybody around you out to get it, out to get it. And when you got that type of bread, man, go stash you a regular 3-bedroom ranch somewhere. Go stash you one. That'd be like the case I get homeless house and keep paying the taxes on it. Pay it cash, buy it outright. Since $500,000 ain't nothing to you, go buy you a decent residential 3-4 bedroom house. Pay for it cash money. Have something to fall back on when the shit hit the fan. When it don't go right, get your money right. Stop spending money on stupid stuff. That's even if you even got that, because some of them flex and lie, and the jewelry they have ain't theirs, it's borrowed. They be borrowing chains. This is all for TV. And then when you get off, here your necklace back. Thank you, Jada Jeweler. And the clothes, some of the clothes be gifted or borrowed. You gotta read. Even as regular folk, we gotta read our contracts. When we go get a car and it's a lease, we gotta go sit here and read the paper. If it take 30 minutes in front of the man who's selling it to us, hold on. Because you ain't going to play me off my back and my work that I do. Read them contracts. You don't understand it, Google the word. Because they ain't even doing it to celebrities. They doing it to regular people. Those bad mortgages they signed in '08, giving people any house. You could be making $100,000 a year. They give you a $400,000 house. That's absurd. Knowing them people can't afford that. They'll play you in every way. They'll play you with a car lease and high interest. They'll play you with a house and a mortgage that you can't afford. And then they try to say, well, we're going to put a lock on it now. You ain't going to get no house unless you make this, this, and that. But at first, oh, it doesn't matter if you make $50,000 a year. You can get a $400,000 house. Do you want one for $5,000? They didn't give a damn about you signing that mortgage, knowing that you was going to default if you caught the flu and you ain't have a whole bunch of money saved. So they either get you big or small, but they really target you when you're a celebrity because they feel like, oh, you making that bread. So a lot of people around you trying to see how can they get. They want to get it too. We got to look at contracts with signing up for a credit card. If it don't make sense, don't do it. My motto is, if you can't buy it, you don't need it. If you can't buy it outright, don't get it. Try to buy your car cash before you lease it. Don't rent that furniture. If you can't buy it, then you in the wrong couch section. $6,000 for a couch. Shit, for what? That couch was finna open up by itself, rub my back and my toes and everything else. This for this living room set to be $6,000. Y'all been to them furniture stores with them crazy prices. They want the price of a car for a living room set. At some of these places, and folks signing it up, taking out credit for a couch that was supposed to be $6,000. It's other furniture stores out here. But let's not fall for the traps, because every time we walk out our door, somebody trying to find a way to take out money. They're looking for a way to take out money. I hate this happened to Don. Jermaine Dupri sound like he ain't trying to help nobody. I'm telling you, when you get in these situations, there ain't nobody there for you but you. Like they say, nobody love you like your mama and daddy. Ain't nobody here for you but you when you get into some mess. Everybody was your friend when she was singing for Arsenio Hall tomorrow. But then when you lose everything, where is everybody at? People asking, where's the girls in the group? Shh, trying to survive themselves in this economy, in this recession. This is crazy. But what don't kill you make you stronger. She'll learn. She can come up out of that. But I bet you she got some very, very good lessons in that. Some of these hard times we have give out good lessons. Everybody ain't your friend. You find that out. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. You find out who there for you, who not. You found out people was just a snake. You found out folks were just really using you. You found out this person ain't really love me. You found out everything when you in some of the toughest situations. So sometimes you cannot be mad at it. It's like, dang, show me your cards. Because I hate to be around somebody that I thought gave a damn and don't. But like I said, go check out my other videos. Celebrities are broke. They playing, man. Prince try to tell y'all. Mike Jack try to tell y'all that these folks is ripping you off and stealing. But they ain't spent the day at the studio. But trying to figure out what can they type up to take your money. Left Eye try to tell you. How can we be broke and we sold all these records and we the hottest thing? Let me show you. It was furious. It made Left Eye furious. She hated every day that she woke up in that group TLC because of the contract, not the group. She loved the group. She loved the girls. But it ate at her soul to know that you playing me out my money. Are you serious? You playing me out my money. But that's how it is. But thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, join the fam, join the crew. Like the video, thumbs it up, so YouTube can push it out to people. I hate that happened to Miss Dawn Robinson. 3 years, that's crazy. But I'll see y'all next time. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day. I'm Tiffany Rose. I'm out. Economic collapse is going to be a real thing. The cost of living is out of control. The economy is doing bad. Job layoffs everywhere. Inflation.